Welcome.
To another episode of
What you watching?
Watchin.
What you watching? What you watching?
Watchin.
What you watching?
We're coming to you from a new location.
Yes.
Because we like to mix it up. This is our fourth What You Watchin location.
Yes.
And how many roughly What You Watchins?
Well, when you get evicted, you got to always find a
we
new
got
place.
evicted. Okay, this is so sad. End of an era.
End of an era.
Beautiful office by the bay is no longer. But we do have a new location.
Yes.
And hopefully it works.
Yes.
Great thing is the commute is just
From
easy.
that room to here.
Easy. And what we used to do is we would record What You Watchin', and then we would go out to dinner.
Right.
Now we're going into the kitchen where I have made dinner. And the thing with Zeus is if you make the dinner, then he can't say, let's go out or order takeout.
I've been able to figure out ways around that, though.
Well, last night we had a rather expensive dinner.
Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so...
That is so us. I'm worried about the expense, and you said,
That was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Anyway, thank you for watching. We just got back from Hawaii,
yes.
which was really fun. 5 days.
It was a last-minute, spontaneous...
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Which
Yeah.
is what you do when you're an empty nester, because all we had to do was get the dog covered. Mm-hmm. And our wonderful friend who lives down the street covered the dog.
Yep.
Corinne. I'm allowed to say her name
who
now.
you've met on our Las Cruces video.
Our furry godmother.
Check it out.
Yes.
Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. And don't forget to click the bell.
Please subscribe. Ring the bell.
Ring the
whatever
bell.
it takes.
Subscribe, watch us, ring the bell,
Smash the like button.
whatever.
So I have a story for you
Tell us.
because it has to do with lazy boys.
Oh.
And we've taken a poll, and what Mary Jo Bervin has like 8 lazy boys. She's like the lazy boy queen. I just want to know how big her house is because she has so many lazy boys. And
Yeah.
I admire that because that means that you are a comfortable person.
Yes.
And you like to put your feet up.
Yes. And I have so many friends who their second chapter in life, they've become decorators, which I'm really thankful for because I have zero creativity.
That's not true. I mean, look.
Well, that's because I've had friends. Anyway, so we finally decided to give our family room a little freshen up. And we had the sofa recovered, and we got a new table and chairs, and kind of going to get some paint. And the one thing that now that we've redone it is we have this recliner. It reminds me of an episode of Frasier.
Oh, Dad, no, not more duct tape.
Ours is nicer than that.
It's pretty
There's
trash,
duct-
though.
We have no duct tape.
No duct tape, but it's worn. It smells of like hair and body oil.
So, lazy boy, please
Hey,
come through.
they're not returning our calls anyway.
Please come through.
We literally are trying to get Lazy Boy to sponsor us, and they just won't.
We are going to put the DM of Lazy Boy or the contact information, and everybody that watches this, please send them an email or whatever contact.
Empty
It's
Nesters Unite!
Empty Nesters Unite, and Lazy Boy, you need to sponsor the What You Watching.
I don't even know if we want them now.
Yeah,
So
we do.
anyway, I have to tell you this
Yes,
funny
we do.
story. We finally redid the room. It's coming along. It's so pretty. It's really happy and fresh. We will show you the room when we're done, and we're gonna retire the old Lazy Boy when we
Yes.
get the new Lazy Boy.
Yes.
And we're gonna have a ceremony.
Yes. What did we decide we're doing? What you watching today?
The Diplomat.
The Diplomat. Ooh, Kerry Russell. And she was part of the duo that was on a previous show we have not reviewed yet.
Because it's really old.
It's really old, but here's the thing. I think just because a show is older doesn't mean that we should not review it.
I agree.
Yes, we're on the cutting edge, and we're finding the best TV, film, anything out there that is new, and we want to bring it to you. But there's a lot of really good stuff out there that has been around for a long time. And the show that Kerry Russell was in called The Americans, which was about...
Really good.
Really good. They were Russian spies that grew up in the United States and were trained, and then were going to be
Russian operatives.
Russian operatives here.
We've talked about The Americans before. And so we clearly liked the show.
Yes.
And I do agree with you. There are some great things out there that people might have missed.
Mm-hmm.
But when we look for things to watch for this show,
Right.
we look for what's new because we want...
To be on the cutting edge.
So here's the thing. Put in the comments if you have older shows, film or TV, that you think are worth watching, and we'll watch and review them. So The Diplomat,
It's so good.
like really good. Kerry Russell was working in the ambassador's office in...
She was supposed to go to
She was supposed to go
Fallujah or somewhere.
to Fallujah. Yeah, she was supposed to go back to the Middle East. And she ends up getting appointed by the president to be the ambassador to London.
She doesn't want to go.
But she doesn't want to go.
She's super serious and she's super intense.
Yeah. It reminds me a little Jennifer Garner-like
Yes.
in Alias. She's not constantly kicking doors in and,
Not at all.
She's using her mind. And it's a good show.
It's kind of
really-
a cross between West Wing, which we loved, the inner workings of the Oval Office, but it's also kind of House of Cardsy, where
Yep.
you see the mental manipulation that goes on with everything that happens, and especially
everything.
because the protocols in England.
Well, you can't talk to the Secretary of State until you talk to the ambassador, and they have to make it look like it came from this person, but it really came with this person. And
Which I'm sure is true.
The protocol is mind-boggling because what she wants to do is she just wants to walk up the steps and talk to the person because that's what she did when she was in
in the Middle East.
in the Middle East. You just
Yeah.
get stuff done. She has all this diplomatic red tape, including what she wears.
Yeah. You know why that she reminds me of you?
Yes, because clearly
Why does she remind you of it?
I don't care what I wear. And she spills.
No, that's not why I said that. That's not why I said that.
I didn't take it as a diss because I really am not that into fashion.
Which is kind of funny. Her comment to her handlers are, "I only wear black." And then there's one scene where they give her a gray suit.
She
where
goes to meet the president in the Oval Office and she spills it herself.
She had spilled, and she said,
This is why I only wear black.
and you know what? Stephanie only wears black because anytime that you've gotten anything other than black, what happens?
I can tell you, I wear white and a bird will poop on me. Or,
Oh, just the other day.
yes, or I could be wearing white and someone will trip and spill red wine all over me. This is not my
She's
fault.
a magnet for anything
I'm
that
a
is
magnet.
anything other than black. So, close your eyes. I have a present for you.
Is it? I know. These everywhere. It's a Tide stick. I have these everywhere.
Empty nester tip.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I don't know if we need to say anything else about this show.
other than the fact that
The person who plays her husband,
Is great.
Rufus Sewell, they were kind of like us in marriage because she's very serious. She just wants to stick to the agenda. She just wants to get things done. And he's like
In the box.
huge personality, out of the box, doesn't follow protocol, gets stuff done. And that is so you. But he's so funny. And if you go all the way back to A Knight's Tale with,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
he usually plays jerks. In this part, he's arrogant, but he's funny.
He'll do things and you kind of just aren't expecting it, and then you burst out laughing.
Yes. Yes. So he's worth watching.
There's a phenomenal scene when they're
Not great.
one thing, Rotten Tomatoes, pretty interesting. So the critics were 87 and the viewers were 82.
But if you're a viewer and you don't review, then they don't know how you feel. So they are reviewers as well.
That doesn't even make any sense!
I'm going to give it 3.75. I'm going to give it
I'm going
a
for-
lazy boy that is partially reclined.
I'm going to give it 4.5.
I don't know what. Yeah, I absolutely recommend it. I think it was wonderful. And that's all I have to say about that.
You know what? Please subscribe. Please hit the like button.
Smash the bell.
Smash the bell. You're supposed to smash the like button. And you know what? Thanks for watching. We really enjoy it, appreciate it, and we'll see you next week on another episode of
What you watching?
What You Watching. What You Watching.
Sue says I eat like this.
She does. She eats and it's like, it's going to go on you if you're eating like this.